laundry vlog of 2022. For those of you who are new here, my name is Millie. I'm the person who runs Blank Lettering. So I'm a calligrapher, graphic designer, small business owner. And yeah, I'm back in the office today. I have been here and there over Christmas, but I've tried to give myself as much of a break as possible. And it is now the 2nd of January. And I have some Etsy orders I need to pack up today. I'm actually isolating right now. The bearded one tested positive on Boxing Day, which was a bit of a bummer because it meant that we didn't get to see my family for Christmas. But obviously we're lucky that we could isolate in this house. I have been mixing with him, but so far I'm negative. So I was holding fire to do any Etsy orders just in case. But I'm still negative. We're on the 7th day of isolation, so we'll be allowed out soon. And I figured I might as well pack up all the Etsy orders so they'll be ready to go when I'm allowed out, basically. As I said, I'm negative, so it'll be super safe. Elliot won't be going anywhere near this room or any of the orders. I've got 18 orders to do. Some of them are my foil desk calendars, which are super popular at this time of year. And then I also did a pre-order of my wall planners and notepads, which is very exciting. I have had a few issues with them though. So when the notepads first came, there was an issue with the bleed. Let me get one. So I don't know if you can see here, but the border is actually wider at the side than it is at the bottom. And some of the shapes have been trimmed a little bit too close to the edge. I contacted Banana Print, which is who I use for my notepads, and they were really amazing. They explained that there was no bleed, which I was a little bit confused about because I definitely set it up with bleed. And what had happened is they had adjusted the file because there was bleed available when they opened it in Illustrator, but it hadn't been done properly, so, which made that bottom bit trimmed off too much. But they were so good, the customer service is incredible, and they've actually sent me some new ones free of charge. I don't have to send the old ones back, which is amazing. Unfortunately, a couple of the notepads have come back slightly damaged, and I think it's because they were meant to be delivered before Christmas. I wasn't here, so DPD held on to them until Friday, so that's like a whole week of room for damage basically. I am going to let Banana Print know, but I'm not going to like ask for any more to be printed. They have been incredible so far, and it was something that was out of their hands and obviously kind of down to me for getting it delivered later than it had gone out basically. I then also had a bit of an issue with the A3 wall planners. So the A3 wall planners I got printed elsewhere, and they have come back really dark. You're not going to be able to tell on camera, but this green and this purple is much darker than it's meant to be. And they also did A2 wall planners for me, and they've come back perfectly. So I don't understand. Well, I do understand. I contacted them and they said it was printed on a different printer because of A2 and A3, but they said they kind of reprint on the A2 printer, and I've had new prints come back and they basically look the same colour. The paper also feels different compared to the A2 wall planners, and they have come back damaged. Again, I delayed these till after Christmas to be delivered to me, but they were just in a really flimsy envelope, to be honest, so I'm not really happy with how that's come back. I've had these printed at printed.com and I've never really had an issue with them in the past. And their customer service has all been great, so I'm a bit disappointed that I have asked them to reprint. Well, they've offered to reprint and then they've just reprinted them exactly the same. I'm gonna enjoy my banana bread. It's Biscoff banana bread, which is delicious. I obviously made it myself. I'm actually going to put my business goals into Notion. So I've seen quite a lot of people using Notion recently to help organise themselves, and I've had a little look into it and it looks brilliant. I've always struggled to find an organisation tool that suits me because of how I work, my full-time job, but Notion is completely adaptable. It's like a massive learning curve. There's a lot to kind of figure out how you want it to work for you. There's a lot you can do with it, but I'm diving into it and seeing if it will help me be a little bit more structured with my week. So I'm going to put the business goals into Notion, and then we're going to do some Etsy orders.
You say take me on a treasure hunt. I long for something new. Have you heard the fairies when they sing and dance? Oh, I wish it was me every night. When I close my eyes, I see beauty lives in me. I know I don't yet know it, so I trust you when you say that beauty lives in me too.
Hi guys, it is now Monday the 3rd of January. It's actually a bank holiday today in the UK because New Year's Day landed on a weekend, so we get the Monday off. And my plan was to wake up at like normal work hours and treat today as a work day for Blink, because there's quite a lot I want to do, and I just thought it would get me into the flow of things for going back to work after some time off. However, I ended up waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. By the way, sorry if you can hear some weird noises. The bearded one is sanding a shelf downstairs. Yeah, I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning completely wide awake, which is just great. Tried to get back to sleep for a while, couldn't, then started having like thoughts about how I could make this room a more functional, practical room, and that ended up being like 3 hours, and I was still just figuring stuff out, scrolling on Google and IKEA. So that was a nice practical use of my morning. It made me feel a bit stressed, just because I was spending money. And then I decided to have a bubble bath because I figured I just needed to reset my morning and start again. So I had a bubble bath, and now I'm dressed and I'm here, and it is 10:45, so not the productive day I was hoping. However, I can still make the rest of the day productive. I packed all of my Etsy orders yesterday, apart from the ones that have the A3 wall planner. I can't contact printed till tomorrow because they're not open till tomorrow, and it's stressing me out. So I do have some really nice A3 paper, and I'm gonna have a go printing them myself because I've got an A3 printer. It does borderless printing. I might as well see if I can make it work. I partly didn't do that in the first place just to save a bit of time, especially as I was getting the A2 ones printed anyway. But I just want to get these orders packed and ready so I can start tomorrow with like no Etsy orders and like a clean week. So I'm going to do that first just to see if it even works, and then if it does work, I'll be printing out some A2 wall planners, A3 wall planners, and packaging them. And then I just want to basically plan some content. I got pretty bad with Instagram in the past 6 or so months, maybe a year, and I just want to have my content have a bit more purpose and to be sharing stuff more regularly, and to have like a mixture, so personal, behind the scenes, calligraphy, products. So I just want to mix that up a little bit, and also come up with some YouTube videos too. So if there's any YouTube videos you want to see, then let me know in the comments below. I'd like to do a lot more tutorial videos this year. So yeah, right, let's get cracking and see if we can get these A3 wall planners to work. Okay, so just for comparison, this is the A2 one, and this is the one that I've just printed off. So it does look a lot darker on camera, but in real life, I'd say these greens are quite similar, and the same with the purples. And then these are the two that have been printed by Printed. This was the first one. You can see that the colours are just so different, especially the purple. I just thought it was really hard to read this green on the purple. And then this is the second one they printed, which looks exactly the same as the previous one, to be honest. So I kind of prefer this. This is a lot sharper as well. It is a thicker card. I need to trim a slight border off there and here. I think I'd rather send these out right now than anything else. My only concern is how well they roll, because it is thicker. Obviously I don't want it to like crease. It does roll up. It'll just need to be flattened a bit when it arrives. Yeah, I think I'm gonna print out the calendars on this paper, which is like my prints paper, to be honest. I have loads of it, so I might as well. Yeah, you can see the colours are slightly different still, but no one's going to get the A3 and A2 planner, and I feel like these colours sit better together with the notepad compared to these colours, which just didn't look right at all. Like, obviously the notepad looks slightly different in colour because it's printed completely different place, and you're never going to have exactly the same colours. But I think I've got like 4 or 5 of these to do, so I'm going to put them out and get them packaged. While those wall planners are printing, I need to do some admin bits, like sort out emails and pay my tax bill. So I actually did my tax return back in April, when you're first able to do it, and I'm so glad I did, because I owe quite a lot in tax this year. In previous tax years I have never made a profit because I've always had the same amount of expenses as revenue, partly because I haven't really brought in much revenue for my business, and partly because I have spent money on things like my MacBook and iPad and stuff for the business, so I've been reinvesting all the money back into the business. It has meant that I haven't really paid myself for the first 3-4 years of business. So last year I actually decided to turn that around. I've got everything I kind of need for the business now, apart from obviously ongoing things. So and obviously last year was quite a good year in terms of earning money as well, especially with like Etsy sales. So did my tax return in April, have to pay my tax bill in January, but not just the one for 2020 to 2021. I now have to start paying my tax in advance as well. So yeah, that's the downside of making profit in your business, having to pay tax. So I've got a hefty bill that I need to pay, and luckily I use something called Profit First method, where it has meant that I've put away money throughout the whole year to save for this tax bill. I would really like to do a video on how Profit First helped my business, so if that's something that you'd like to see, then let me know in the comments below. I think it's something that's really valuable for all businesses, whether you are just starting out or you're a bit more experienced. It just helps you get a handle on the money side of stuff a little better. So yeah, let me know if you want to see that. Oh, someone at the door. I'm back quite a while later. We had some furniture delivered for our living room, which is very exciting, but we obviously had to navigate it being just left at the door and then us trying to get it in. Luckily we have a little front garden where it could be left, so that's bonus. Hi guys, it is now 4:20 and I have done nothing that I wanted to do today. Well, that's a lie. I've done a few things on my to-do list. Today I still need to pack up the A3 wall planner orders. And I just need to sort out my emails. I basically need to do that before tomorrow, just because otherwise it will never get done. However, the weather cleared up today, and we are on day 8 of isolation, being stuck inside. And we kind of not hoped, but like when we first found out we were isolating, that we were like, fine, that's cool, we can work on the garden needs a lot of work doing. And then it's been raining and really windy and just not very nice. So I've been going a bit stir crazy, being cooped up inside, and the weather cleared, so we had some lunch and then we pruned the buddleia bush. And now I'm having a cup of tea like the adult I am. So I'm gonna have a cup of tea, do all the admin bits I said I would do, pack up these orders, and then I can start new and fresh tomorrow. Yay! I will catch you guys at some point later this week. Bye! Good morning. Oh, hang on. Alexa off. It is Wednesday today, Wednesday the 5th of January, and it's like 7:30 in the morning. I've been up since 6, just kind of gently waking myself up. Yesterday was like the first day back in full-time job this year, so in the evening I kind of just had a really chilled one. I did do a little bit of work, but I was just sat on the sofa with my laptop. Today I'm working 9 till 5:30, so I have a couple of extra Etsy orders I need to get done. Just 2, I think. Yeah, and then I can, oh no, 4 Etsy orders. So I just want to get those done this morning. A few of them are wall planners, which is exciting. And then I need to take the giant load of parcels that are in front of me to the post office, because fingers crossed, the bearded one will test negative today. He tested negative yesterday, so if he tests negative this morning, it means that we are allowed out. That's like 12 hours earlier than we were originally meant to. We weren't able to actually go out till tomorrow morning, but yeah, we are potentially going to be able to go out. So before work I'm going to drive everything to the post office because it's too much to carry, and then I think at lunchtime we're going to go for a walk, our first walk of 2022, and I'm really excited, and I think it's meant to be a nice day today as well. It's still pretty dark outside, so can't really tell. Let's get cracking on these orders.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. Fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away, standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere. Maybe there is a star with your name. One thing I know is that there should be. There is no one who has a heart as pure, no, not like yours. Dreaming of you. if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Dreaming of you. Dreaming of you. Dreaming of you.
Hi guys, so I have not been to the post office yet. It is like 8:45 and I start work at 9. The orders took a little bit longer than I expected because there were a couple of foil bits that I needed to do, but that's fine. The post office near me closes at 6, so I can go after work at 5:30. I could go at lunch break, but I just really want to get out for a walk. It's a beautiful day today. I haven't left the house in 10 days. I really don't want to spend my lunch break sat in a car and then in a post office. But I think the post gets collected quite late at that post office as well, so if I leave dead on 5:30 with all of my parcels, then I think I will get there in time for last post today, so that's still good. Everyone's been really understanding anyway that I haven't been able to get the post out because isolation. But yeah, it's just such a beautiful day today and I want to get outside, go for a nice walk. But yeah, I better go get some breakfast and make a cup of tea because I am starving, and then it's another day in the full-time job.
Drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
Hi guys, it is quite a bit later in the day. I had a really lush walk at lunchtime on the beach. It was such a beautiful day. It was just so nice to be outside and in the sunshine. It made me very happy. And then I went back to work, and then it was a bit of a rush at the end of the day to get a few bits done. I then had to pay for all the postage for my Etsy orders, but I freaked out a little bit because basically I printed out my A3 wall plans myself, as you know, because Printed have come back twice now and they haven't looked good, but the paper I've used is thicker than the A2 and I'm really worried that they've creased in the tubes. So I freaked out a bit sending any of them. I need to actually check and see. So I'm just opening one up now and seeing if it has creased, because if they are really creased, I can't really send them out. I have spoken to Printed and they're sending me a new batch on Friday. So I'm hoping that means they'll be fine. I'm also tempted to potentially order some photo paper that's thinner. Obviously this is a bit of a pain, it's eating into my profits, but I want to make sure that I give people a good product and nothing rubbish. So, moment of truth. So, I mean, you can unroll it. I think it might just need weighing down. What I'm going to do is weigh this down overnight and see what happens to it the next day. It's looks like it's creased on the outside, like on the back. But on this side, oh, you can kind of see the crease a little bit. That's what I'm worried about. Alright, I'm going to weigh that down and see what happens. But if not, the other wall planners come on Friday, and that's still within like the Etsy delivery time. And then the other annoying thing, when I was paying for postage for my A2 ones, because those have gone off because they were printed perfectly. The paper's thinner, so it's not going to crease when you roll up. But some of them, people just bought the wall planners, so I posted them in these tubes, and then other people bought like bundles, so I posted them in one of these boxes, which is flat. And I did loads of research on shipping tubes because they're obviously a bit of a weird shape. Hang on, I'm just going to make this box up so I can show you an example. Yeah, so with tubes, it's down to the length more than anything. So if it's 450 or under, then it's classed as a small parcel, whereas if it's over 450, it's classed as a medium. Doesn't matter how big the circumference is at that point, don't think. So I did loads of research into that, and I found some postal tubes that said they were 450, which are these ones. Didn't think to check when they arrived, I just assumed they'd be fine. Anyway, I was doing the Etsy processing, and these are actually 465. Which means they cost me £5 to send instead of like £3.50 or something like that. I think £3.35. And I obviously haven't charged people that much postage, and also I wouldn't want to charge people that much postage, which is why I purposely went to the effort of finding these postal tubes. Now what's weird is the ones that came in these boxes are still classed as a small parcel. So this box is classed as a small parcel, but this tube is classed as a medium parcel, and these tubes fit inside these boxes. And I assume it's because this box isn't like the length is less than 450. Yeah, so these fit inside. Basically it would be cheaper for me to, anyone who just orders a wall planner, it would be cheaper for me to package in this and then package it in this and ship like that than it would be just to send this by itself. Now I didn't do that with the ones I shipped earlier because I was just stressing a little bit, and I needed to just get to the post office before last shipping because there's a couple of people I promised to actually ship stuff today. But yeah, I don't really want to have to send unnecessary packaging, but it's also better for my business if I do. This costs £3.35 to post, and this costs £5 to post. Like, that's so annoying. But also, I did loads of research, and I'm pretty sure I ordered tubes with 450. So I'm going to check now on eBay, and if it says that they're 450, then that was a lie, and I'm going to ask for a refund because I'm not happy with that. And I've got like 12 more of these tubes, and I've obviously spent money on them, and I'm going to have to spend extra money. So yeah, let me just check now. It 100% says 450. Look. So it says here that they are 450 by 50, and they're not. They're 465 by 5.5. So I did tape up like the ends, but that wouldn't add like 15 mil onto either ends. So if I just measure, yeah, so the tube itself without the end caps is 460, like it's not 450. So I am going to send them a strongly worded message right now. Hi guys, happy Friday. It's Friday today. I finished work for the week. I worked 7 till 3:30 and it's now 10 to 4, so I have finished. And also my A3 wall planners arrived today. Ta-da! They are still a bit darker than the A2 ones. However, they are better than the ones that I originally got sent through. And the perfectionist inside me is like, they need to match exactly to the A2 ones. But they look good. I'm happy with them. I really like them. And sometimes I need to get past my inner perfectionist. They sit really nicely with the notepads, and that's the most important thing, because people aren't ordering A2 and A3 ones at the end of the day. You're only going to order one. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace all of the ones I'd already done, because I've had a look and they are coming out creased, and it's just because of rolling up a thicker paper. It's more of a card essentially. I know that's a massive waste, and I don't like to waste, so I'm probably gonna chop it up and use the back to do like calligraphy and pieces like that, so I'm not completely wasting the paper. But I'm just not happy selling those. I'd rather sell these because they won't crease in the post and they'll just be a bit easier to roll up. So I'm going to quickly redo all the orders now, get them all packaged up so I can post them tonight. And then I've got a call, very interesting call. I've been approached by a naturist event, basically, asking me if I can do some calligraphy. So like a calligraphy workshop. So yeah, that's going to be quite interesting, a bit of a different event for me. It's local to the area, so I'm intrigued to find out some more information about it and send them a quote over. Hey guys, it's a little bit later in the evening now. It's 5:45. So I've just been to the post office to drop all those parcels off, and before I went to the post office I had a really good chat with the person organising this naturist event and doing a workshop. It sounds really exciting, something a bit different. So looking forward to that. I just need to send a quote over for that, which I'm going to do in a second. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a week on this studio vlog. Just wanted to do a little intro into the new year, and it's just been so good with all of the orders of the wall planner. I've actually only got like 3 of the A2 ones left, and I need one for myself. I want to put one up over here. So I've only got 2 left. I don't know whether to order some more or not. Maybe I'll ask on Instagram if anyone else is interested in getting them, gauge the interest before I order more. Yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you if you did support me with my wall planners, or if you've ordered anything else from me in the past couple of weeks. It's been a good start to the year, and if you got to the end of the video, leave a little calendar emoji down below to celebrate my wall planners launching and being shipped out to everyone. I've seen that people are getting them on Instagram now, which is so exciting. I also have to say I've been really enjoying like doing the orders, because a lot of my products are made to order. It takes a lot of time to pack everything, but with the wall planners and notepads, because they're already there, the order packing process is a lot quicker. And I think that's definitely something that I want to have more of available over the next year, is get more pre-made products, so I'm not spending as much time making stuff. I absolutely love making certain products, and there's things like my calendars that if I were to pre-order they'd be really expensive because of foil. So those are my mini desk calendars, and also I wouldn't be able to offer as many foil options or personalisation. Cards is fine, that they're so quick to do. But yeah, it'd be great to have some more like pre-made products, so when it comes to doing the orders it's quicker. I'm always looking at ways to make everything a little bit more efficient for me. Thank you for joining me for this studio vlog and the first one of 2022. I'm excited to see what this year may bring. Who knows? I am going to spend my Friday evening cleaning the house, and that's about it. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more from me this year, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye!